Hello everybody and welcome back to Warptorio. Let's kick things off by grossly overproducing blue circuits. It's a very nice way, I think, to start the video. Okay, I finally give up. If I really need this, I'll rebuild it. Oh, ain't this funny? This should be the exact line that I need. It is one way of doing things, I guess. Which is gonna give me sulfuric acid over here. That is... oh, either way it would have been perfect. I was about to say, what is this thing over here? Then I remember that, well, that's my line that I, because of this type of build, I cannot get away without. So I guess for the rest of it, in a very small attempt to save face, I will plot down and that will not connect, which is... oh, that's not a problem because I need to get here. I really wish I knew the ratios between these, but the problem is that the ratio is going to fluctuate quite a lot. I am apparently down six machines. So actually, what happens if I do this? Will this give me a better ratio? So I'm not one machine here. I'll do this. Why not? There's no bots there. I think the orientation was something along this line. I don't know how this is gonna work. I guess I will just look at I'll just look at this. I don't know how well this is gonna be able to calculate, but oh, I really doubt I'm net zero on red circuits. Really doubt that. And also I do not want to catch that build. I'll go up to here. And I do not want to catch them all. This says I'm really net 6.8 on red circuits. That's surprising. I am down 19 machine. I really doubt that. This is plausible. Really doubt this as well. Did I select the... Did I select the rocket silo as well? Yeah, I did select the rocket silo. And maybe... Yeah, I went up to here, the rocket silo was selected. I don't understand how 0.25% crafting speed machines would be able to keep up with two mod 3s at 30 seconds, well, 6 mod 3s at 30 seconds. I kind of doubt that. Yeah, this should be 2 per minute, not 0.9. I think that this mod, at least in conjunction with Warptorio and most likely with the beacon here, is giving some very false results, so... yeah, but I think this kind of makes sense. Productivity of 80%, so I get 30% extra basically, because this is 1 to 5 between these two, so I get the 30% extra, and that 30% should be able to... This is 1 to 6 with basic ratios, and 30% means that 4 of these is above 1 extra factory, which will cover 4 of them, and I do have at least another 4. I have more than 4 obviously to cover the rest. So even at just eyeballing it, I think that works. So let's do a quick checkup, see how the base is doing. Well, these tanks are slowly draining. That's okay. Research is really slow. Although I am... Is this a very fast technology? Yeah, this is 5 seconds. 5 seconds will definitely be way too slow. Or way too fast. In terms of how the labs are consuming compared to the factories. Now, one thing that I never actually got, and maybe somebody would care to venture an opinion on that, is the trains, or the train concept in Warptorio. Maybe I'm missing something, but I never got... So the trains will have a... This will spawn a train track over here, and it will automatically transport the cargo to this other place. It will get some chests over there on the factory floor, but first of all, raw resources on the factory floor doesn't make much sense, and also trains are something that's pretty... You place them there and they're gonna be there for long term, which kind of goes against Warptorio principles. And late game, furthermore, when I have all of those techs unlocked, when I have the factory floors unlocked, the east, west, north, south floors, giga floors, the throughput of these trains is just too little. So even if I settle a planet and decide to bring trains, I still think I would, like, if I've settled the planet, I would just build outside. Yeah, I don't really get those technologies. So and they also put a huge dent in the space that I have on the factory floor. Like, they would break these areas over here. So not a big fan, but I don't know, maybe somebody has other points of view, something that I'm missing. Maybe would really love to hear it. Okay, am I out of bots? I am not out of bots. I am stockpiling quite a bit of iron ore, I'll give that, but... Oh, sorry, quite a bit of iron plates, but... I still do not get it. Okay, you need to be here. Do I have anything stored in here? No. This is here. Oh, accidentally I actually got this right. I think it's about time I finally do this. I should be able to just wait for bots to bring me my roboports back. I need to fill up this space so that bots actually have a place to charge and not wait indefinitely in line for a roboport to complete. Yeah, I do find it amazing that, like, even after this long with both mining platforms pouring resources in, I am still not stockpiling iron ore. Like, there is some iron ore in the blue chest, in the requester chests. And some of these are have actually stopped working. But yeah, it's quite a lot. And that being said, we are very close to finishing warp modules. Now, unfortunately, this will not work. Oh, this is not working because of blue chips. Blue chip production over here is working though. I really thought that this would be enough time for me to get at least one of these. So this should... This should give me all the necessary resources to... Oh. Processing units are still a miss there. RCUs are piling up. You're waiting for the batteries. These ones are working at full speed. That is a bit unfortunate, so I am wondering what is the bottleneck here. Now there's obviously not much room left on the factory floor. We kind of need this. There's a bit more room to grow over there. There's, well, not really more room over there. So let's take a look at our this is a very annoying thing in Factorio. Maybe there's a better way to do this, but if I want to look at what's missing in the logistic chest, I cannot really look at this right hand panel, because if the interface is too big, it's just gonna overflow and it's gonna show me the things that I have a lot. And I should not have 4K repair packs. I should not, well, I probably should have 4K belts, but that's okay. 2.4K power poles, that's again not correct. 2.2K. Okay, this kind of goes against what I was, the point that I was trying to make. But we can see that we're missing wire, we're missing red chips, we're missing blue chips, we're missing yellow sands, and we're missing train tracks. Everything else kind of stays in green. And now I have to go to interface, reset it back to 125 so I can see something. But this is limited. Maybe I just removed that many things out of there. I set the filter wrong. Lovely. Now this one I am working on fixing, but these ones are with the wrong filter. Unfortunately. Repair packs. This one doesn't have a filter either. Well, this is why I should be focused on what I'm actually actively doing in the base instead of thinking about the next step. Oh, I have plenty of bots as well. That's for sure. I won't be running out of bots anytime soon in this playthrough. I do not see anything else that is potentially overproduced, which is great. But I do see blue chips which are heavily underproduced. The productivity here is, as with everything else, 80%. And these are slowly piling up. 25, 20, this is 30, this is 27. So I am getting some of those resources. Prod 2 modules are fairly scarce. I guess the green ones are full. The others are not stockpiling, which is good. This is actually missing. That's working. This is missing red chips. So what I'm kind of thinking right now, and I just want to double check if that's the case. Yeah, I'm either confusing this with Dyson Sphere definitely has this functionality. I might have seen this in a FFF Factorio Friday forum facts newsletter, whatever it's called. The fact that you will be able to filter on specific rows in the chest, and I would have really liked that because what I think I'm gonna do next is actually, well, right now I have a ton of space here that's not used for anything, and that's very good space. So, well, I'm using it for a couple of things, but these ones can be slightly optimized. These ones can definitely be optimized. Am I out of stone? I'm running out of stone. Where's the closest stone patch? Let's get stone. Let's get some stone on the base. Those guys can die on their own. I do have a bit of a couple of laser turrets on me, so I shouldn't have to worry. That's a very poor stone patch. Now that I look at it, I want to go to the other side. I want to get good throughput because I'm not gonna be here for too long. But what I'm thinking of doing is, well, the bottleneck is obviously red chips and blue chips, and maybe even green chips. So I actually want to set up a line at the top of the planet of the on the top floor of the base, which will be dedicated to producing these 3 ingredients without impacting the lower part of the base. So, well, let's get stone first. No. This looks much better. Really? That did not connect power? I do like how much easier it has become to actually set up outposts and defend them. We're out of things to research. Well, the research queue is empty, so at this point there aren't a lot of techs that I am in dire need of. This might be fun to have. It has a very funny recipe, if you ask me. There's a few other techs that I think I'll just spend a bit of time to clean up the research tree. There's quite a few dead-end technologies that are just cluttering up the space here. And they're fairly cheap to research as well. I want to get the cheap ones out of the way and the one-offs. That might be interesting to do kind of regardless. I haven't deconstructed a thing in a very long time, so I don't know how relevant that one is. And the other ones are quite expensive. I did stop at the capacitor, so let's leave it at this for now. So let's make a plan. I haven't designed anything here particular to this, and I do want to make this floor belted, not beltless. I think that bots on the top floor they're okay to be here, but if they need to go out towards the edges, the risk is a bit more, and there's already a lot of things that's gonna happen here. So this has a crafting speed of 2. I do not remember the ratio. Actually, this is gonna put a lot of strain on red and blue chips as well. So as tempted as I am of getting these warp platforms, these warp ports. I think I will stay just a bit longer before I actually do them. I can definitely put a couple of builds down to produce some of the fuel cells. So I know for a fact that one red belt is... So one yellow belt is 48 stone furnaces. That means that one red belt is 48 electric. And that's 24. So if I divide by 2, that's 24. And if I multiply that by 3, that's a lot of electric mining drills. The electric smelters. 60, 72. How much is 72? It is divisible by 2, which is good, because I would want to make a 2-column stack. But even so, 72, that's 3, and that's 6, 36 of these. So it would be 36. That's 6, and times 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get 4 at most. So I could theoretically get something like this going over here, and then on this other side just copy paste the recipe for oil that I have on the factory floor. It's fairly compact and it will be able to supply all the things that I need. And blue chips are just red chips and sulfuric acid, so well, I will need plastic for these ones. Sulfuric acid for this. I do want to get more laser turrets down before I do anything else. I think a row of 3 would be able to put down a moderate amount of behemoths. So let's say that I even remove this one, or I make it somewhere more compact and I do this. Then I could have a dedicated green build over here. I keep going down the wrong path. Sure, let's go with this. Okay, this is longer than I actually thought, but I can definitely compress this. I don't think I need a storage tanks over here, so I can probably compress this double, get 2 rows of... I don't know if I even need 2 rows of those. I will need quite a bit of plastic, but yeah, then have green over here, red, have a huge column over here, and then have just a small column of blues over here. I will, in between episodes, calculate some ratios, see what's available, but I do think that this is my best course of action right now. How much stone do I have? 39k, so these are still quite low on stone. I could look at removing this build altogether from here. So I could use this chest, carry it over. Well, I could carry it over on this chest. And carry it over here. Where I could do enrichment, I could do cover X. Actually, now that I say it out loud, I could maybe even do it over here. But now that I say it out loud, I think that's my top priority is to finally move CoverX from to finally move uranium processing from here. And in the little time that I still have, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. That was not a bright idea. Okay, let's do a bit of cleanup. As I was saying, I hate bots when it comes to this. I really wish I could give different deconstruct commands. Like have 2 deconstruction planners and know for a fact that one of them will only impact my robots and the other one would impact whatever logistic network there is. Okay, let's not touch that chest. Or let's not touch that chest just yet. Let's not do that. That is a very bad thing to do. So most likely there's no more bots over here. Let's go ahead, resupply on bots. And let's see, first of all, let's get uranium storage. That's 9. That is 100. I know, please don't yell at me. It looks ugly, but it works. And I was really actually thinking of moving it a bit higher. Still 100, but yeah, just reclaiming some space because there is going to be quite a bit to build over here. And I guess I will make this use logistic bots as well. Let's go ahead. I was a bit on the fence about it, but then I remembered I overbuilt quite a few of these bots. So might just as well. How many of these do I still have? I have 6 left. I did have a few in chests somewhere. Anyway, this is more than enough. I do not need more. Let's put down the... That's gonna be over here. Then that, and that. So you're gonna be requesting 25. Let's make it 50. And I don't have steel on me. That can easily be resolved. So in terms of output, I will have it like this. That's gonna be that, and that's gonna be... this is... these are stacks of 100. So one of the big problems if I let this run indefinitely is that it will eventually fill up. But I'll guess I will leave that be for now. I don't care, I will let this produce however much it can. You're outputting an engine. Yes, whatever works. That's meant to be like that. You are doing this recipe. So you're gonna be requesting whatever exhaust fuel there is. And the only thing that's left to move is Coverx enrichment itself. Now for this, I will put down a few... Okay, always disable that first. So let's see. First of all, copy this. Inserters are the next thing that are gonna be removed. Yeah, that is the limit of my inventory, so let's get some of these things down. Can I? No, I cannot. Well, I can start by putting this in the right place. Okay, this is good. Let's go grab the rest of my inventory. Okay, I have garbage in here. Not as much as I actually thought. This is garbage. Everything else should be filterable if necessary. And let's put down the blueprint that I copied. It will potentially not work from the get-go. But let's see, this is requesting. Okay, that's the on-off switch for Covarex. Don't need those. Now this one will require iron, which I do not have. But like I actually haven't fully thought about this, but I do believe that this eventually will let me get all of this. This eventually will get into a stale state. Which is why I'm still keeping this alarm here. Okay, same issue that I had last time. I will put 2 more centrifuges down because why not? But You are going to be requesting this. And where is it? This one is going to be requesting a lot of that. And this one is gonna be the thing that's gonna be importing. Really? I did not set the correct item. That gets things in there. This is, yeah, this has the wrong item. But that's easily fixable. That is trash. Somebody needs to take that away from me. I need to put that fuel back. But I think I can use one chest to basically move all the storage on this level. That takes care of the extra uranium, rocket fuel. This should decommission all of those things, and that one is no longer needed. This work? This should work. Really? That was my connection? Uh, 20 bots, 8 turrets. And probably a ton of repair packs. Don't have any repair packs left on me. Let's try to go to a rich planet. I have one of the latest researches gave me 30%. Okay, they did increase the consumption of this to 160 megawatts, but still not that impressed. I have barely any repair packs left. That's... I did not know of that interaction. It feels really wrong that I put repair packs into the roboport and the logistic bot thinks that it's a good idea to bring them back to me. Like, they're in the roboport. They're not there for my personal consumption. That being said, this episode has been quite a long one. And I do think it is a good place to make a cut here. We did at least finally move our uranium processing over to this floor. I am very happy about. We have a plan on how to address the bottleneck that we're currently facing. This is 50, this is 50, and this is still not 50. Oh no, this actually is 50. I will hand deliver this. This doesn't have productivity, but it takes a very long time to build, regardless. So this is kind of what I was waiting for. I really wanted to get our first warp module, and with the first one, I don't know if we'll see the benefits immediately, because, well, I'm getting 25% extra speed and less energy consumption. So there should be that. So if we look here, there was barely a dip, but crafting speed is now above 0.25, so we are using more resources. Which is good, both good and bad. We'll talk about that in the next episode, but yeah, power consumption should be down as well. 620, and this is 640, so minus 20%, not huge. But yeah, this is the big plan for the, well, most likely what's gonna be the upcoming few episodes. Getting those modules replaced. If we're even in a position to overproduce, maybe even consider doing applying them to the labs or to the rocket silo. I think the rocket silo consumes more. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you here next time.